Namaskaram everyone. Today I'll share with you the journey that I've been on with Sadhguru and the Isha Foundation and how it all started and where I'm at the moment. So in November 2018, I came across a video of Sadhguru and wanted to know how he knew so much about all the topics he was talking about. So the longing grew that I wanted to understand this. So I wanted to do inner engineering with himself wherever he was. So at that time, in March, he was conducting inner engineering in India, and I thought I might have to go to India. But he announced that he's gonna come to UK, London, in April. So that was lucky for me that he was coming. So I did the inner engineering online, got myself ready, and booked myself for the Sambhavi Mahamudra with Sadhguru himself. And I've been watching him on YouTube. He was there 2 days with us. And when I got initiated into Sambhavi Mahamudra Kriya, I got the opportunity to just be with him. I got to touch him as well. So that was something. Then every day after that, I practiced Samvaya Mahamudra Kriya. I started to change my lifestyle, everything, the way I sleep, eat, and everything started to change. So all of a sudden, I felt I have so much energy and time that I could do so many other stuff. So I was looking for other practices to take on. So at that time, there was Sadhana Pada, which was starting in July. So July Guru Purnima. So I wanted to get enrolled. And at that point, it was only announced for India. So you have to be at the Isha Yoga Center for 7 months and just go through the program. And I was again deciding how am I going to do this. Like I felt like I wanted to go to India to get this done, but then because of the work and everything, again taking a 7 months gap wasn't something feasible. Then again, he announced that it will be happening in London, which was again a blessing for me. So I went to the London Center few weeks before Sadhanapada to find out more about how it is. Because in India you have to stay in the ashram, so how it is in London. So I wanted to know more about it. So I went there and I met the volunteers. So there wasn't much information at that time as well at the center. It was just announced. So the volunteer asked me if you are free next weekend. There is inner engineering competition happening, and if you can volunteer. So till this point, I was like 9 to 5 work, and that's it. You done a full time work, and there is nothing much you can do over the weekend. There is no way you can take on any extra work. You need to rest. You need to have that rest at least for 2 days over the weekend. So I was thinking like full day again, Saturday and Sunday, you dedicating yourself as a volunteer. Then I said, okay, let me take it on. I went there, I volunteered, and I realized that I had so much energy and time to do all these things, and it was my limitations itself that was putting me down. That okay, you can do this. You have to wake up at this time, and you have to have food at this time. Otherwise, you won't be able to function. But that wasn't the truth. I can do any sort of stuff, anything my body and mind allows me to do. It's just my limitations that I have to come over. So once that's realized, I knew I could do whatever is needed. So in July, the Sadhanapada started. I went there, nothing much of understanding of how it was going to be conducted and all that. Then I already had Sambhavi. Now for Sadhanapada, I needed a Hatha Yoga. At that time, I didn't had any Hatha Yoga, so I needed to learn one. But till the time I learned one, I needed to do Yoga Namaskar. So I did Yoga Namaskar and my Sambhavi, and I think the very next weekend there was a Angamardana happening. Now at that time I had no clue. I haven't done any research of any of the Hatha yogas. I didn't do any of the Hatha yogas, and Angamardana is very physical uh, yoga, and me being around 84 to 86 kilos at that time, no flexibility at all in my body. I took on Angamardana. And Angamardana was something special. And I did it every single day, improving on it, learning from my mistakes. My teachers, they would guide me how I should be doing all the poses and everything. And I learned. I constantly learned, and it had a huge impact on my life. Angamardana itself gave me a more balance that I needed in my life. So with Angamardana, Sambhavi, and we had to do volunteering once a month for inner engineering. And I'll share another video just on the volunteering part. Is something else that I need to talk to you. So Angamardana, Sambhavi was happening, and my body was becoming more flexible, more relaxed into it, and everything was fine. Then in November, now starting in July, in November, there was Vabaspandana. This is something you should do once you have done your Sambhavi Mahamudra Kriya. Why I said you should do it is this is the complete package. You do the inner engineering and you do the Vabaspandana. Only these two aspects will be enough to have a well balanced life. You can take on anything just by the knowledge shared in these two programs. And in November, I did my Vabaspandana. So Vabaspandana was something that really opened my eyes. Till doing Vabaspandana, Hatha Yoga was just another form of practices. Sambhavi was just another form of practice. Nothing of like, okay, I'm doing it for the sake of doing it kind of thing. I could see the health benefit and everything else. But Vabaspandana put it in perspective for me. It was like a realization that okay, you're doing these practices now. This is how it functions in your life. That was all put together for me, and I said that changed everything for me. And when I came back, certain things happened. My work-wise, I had to move somewhere else, and all that was happening. But still, inside me, I was really balanced. I was. Had it happened some other time without these practices with me, I would struggle. But with these practices now, with the understanding and everything, it was so smooth for me. Going to a new place, meeting new people, and getting the work done. It was so simple. It's like you see them, you see everything the way they are, and you just deal with it. And again in January, I came back to London, and I finished my Sadhana Pada in February. Mahasivratri, we were there at this London yoga center, Isha Yoga Center, throughout the night, and it was amazing. So before I came to Manchester, I also learned yogasanas. So yogasanas are more spiritual in practice. So initially, I was really struggling with all the posters and everything, but slowly it all started to come in place. It all balanced. Angamardana and yogasanas, initially they were two different things. They were not functioning together at all. But with time, they came together. Now they complement each other, and it's just getting better and better every day. I wouldn't say I'm perfect. Still getting there. It's not even been a year that I've started doing Angamardana, and yogasana is just few months back. But I can tell you that when they work together, is a very special thing. So yeah, and with this, all this happening in my life, everything, I thought it's time that I share with you guys all these things. And before making this video, I wanted to make another video regarding what you need to do after engineering online. But Vaisak Anna, he has already created a very beautiful video on the topic, so there is no point me trying to do anything on that. So I'll share his link. Please watch his video. What you should do after you have completed your engineering online. He has very beautifully put everything in perspective. So please watch his video as well. And I'll be sharing more in terms of my practices as well, and volunteering. Um, but the journey with the Sadhguru started with now following on with Isha Foundation and volunteering for Isha Foundation, and it's been a year. It's been a year that I've been volunteering with Isha Foundation, and that's a different topic. So yes, this is the experience I go through, and hope you can experience yourself as well. Any of this helps, please let me know. I can guide you further on these topics. Namaskaram. Thank you.